Alright, quick update on SLP. So I can sense there's a lot of people freaking out right now about this red candle that we've had to the downside. Obviously this is about a 11% dip, so if you are fairly new to crypto, I imagine this is scaring a lot of people who are invested. But let me just give you a quick breakdown of why currently I'm really not too worried about the price action that we're seeing for SLP and crypto in general. Now, to start with, SLP has just broken out of a major bull flag, and we've just had a huge impulse to the upside. We've temporarily found a tiny bit of resistance, well, somewhat decent resistance, at least looking at this on the 4-hourly, at this previous local high right here. So this is basically where we ran into and found some resistance. Since then, I mean, if we draw our fib from the low to the high, if I get rid of this so you can see it a bit better, you can see we've basically perfectly backtested the 618 Fibonacci in the micro move, and we've started to head up, and we're currently pushing at the 0.5 Fibonacci. So look, really nothing has changed on SLP in my opinion, nothing enough to justify a long video on it. This is really just a quick update to let you know that in the micro term, all we've done is had a throwback, back tested the 618 and started to head up. And for example, I mean, this low that we've got down here is still higher than this low that we've got down here, it's still higher than this low, and it's still higher than this low. So the same thing is happening with Bitcoin. I have a lot of people messaging me on Twitter, I have a lot of people messaging me on Instagram saying, or people commenting on my videos as well, why is Bitcoin crashing, why are these cryptos falling off the table? And I don't think people really look at this in the macro perspective. And like, for example, if we come over to the daily, about 4 days ago I had a large influx of messages, more messages than I've ever really had before, and people were messaging me right here, why is Bitcoin crashing so hard, why is it dumping so hard, why is the market failing, is the bull market ending? Yesterday, when we made a higher low up here, I had the same messages. I had people saying, why is Bitcoin failing, why is it crashing, why is this dump happening, why is it so hard? And the same thing's happening today. People are messaging me in this vicinity, another higher low. People are saying, why is Bitcoin crashing, why is SLP crashing, why is everything falling off the table? And I don't think people are looking at the same charts as me. I think people are potentially looking at the 5-minute charts, and they're probably thinking, oh, why is Bitcoin falling off the table? But no one really wants to look at the daily, no one really wants to look at the weekly or the monthly, and kind of just appreciate how much growth these cryptos are putting to the upside right now. For example, Bitcoin is massively up. I mean, even on the month, it's only been 5 days. This just goes to show you how quickly crypto moves. On the monthly candles on Bitcoin, Bitcoin is up. And people are freaking out, even though it's up in the past 5 days. If we come over to SLP, I don't know about the monthly, but definitely the weekly. Yeah, I mean, for the past 4 weeks, we've just been rallying super hard, and people are, I mean, I'm not trying to make fun of anyone, but people are literally panicking and freaking out over an 11% correction after we've gone up 40%, which just really doesn't make too much sense to me. On the monthly, we've got a green-red-green formation, which is a very bullish formation, and not only is it a bullish formation if it's just something like this, we've got a green candle, a red candle and a green candle, but we're literally having a rocket ship to the upside like this on the 3rd candle. So we're really looking healthy in the macro term to me. In my opinion, I still think SLP looks good, but I will tell you where I will flip my stance on SLP, because like I said in my previous video, SLP, this is really a short-term trade for me, so I'm not going to be too worried to pull profits or take a break-even trade, because I'd much rather take a break-even trade than risk a decent amount of capital. So if we look at what's going on the daily, I am not flipping bearish if we don't have a daily close below 239. If we don't close below 239, I am not worried whatsoever. If we close below 239, I probably will be taking the very small amount of profit that I made on this trade from the breakout, approximately about 14% up. So look, I mean, it's really not the end of the world, and I mean, even if we come down to the 4-hourly, I should probably move that down perhaps to, Or, you know, I won't move it down necessarily because we've already back tested the 618 Fibonacci on the 4 hourly, so I wouldn't really like to see it return to there. But nonetheless, even looking at this on the smaller time frames, we have a series of higher lows. We're still moving up. We've back tested the 618. We're above the 0.5 right now. So as long as we don't break below the 0.5 today, you know, if we don't have a strong move below 0.0237, then I'm really not worried about what's going on right now with SLP at all. So that is really all I see. Really a quick update. I don't think the panicking is justified. If you want to panic, you know, obviously do whatever you want, but I really don't think there's any need to panic until we break below 0.239. So that's all I see. I'm still in my trade on SLP from 3 days ago. I haven't taken any profits. I'm still sitting on the sidelines. And yeah, I want to see how we react. If we have a strong impulse up, I'll obviously update you either way tomorrow. If we do break below this 618 Fibonacci, have a daily close, I will take the small amount of profits I made on this trade just to be safe. And then if we come back down, have a throwback of the bull flag, I could potentially think about re-entering from a better position of strength. But nonetheless, like I said, nothing's really changed. We're still having these higher lows. We've backtested the 618 and we're starting to head up. So it looks good to me. SLP looks fine. Most of the cryptos I cover look fine. Bitcoin looks fine. I really don't think there's anything to be panicking about right now. So that's all I see for SLP. Best of luck if you're in it. Best of luck if you're planning on getting in. Once again, none of this is financial advice, just my own opinion on the market. And you've always got to do what's best for you. Cowboy out. Peace.